Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a first impression of something that I think is very strange, but I'm super duper excited to try, and it is a bubble mask. I've seen these all over the internet and I just think they're really interesting. I've been wanting to try one for a really long time, but the ones that I've seen are usually carbonated, but this one is oxygenated. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but it's oxygen and not carbon, and usually they use clay, but my skin it's not dry, it's just normal, and I feel like whenever I put a clay mask on, it just draws all the impurities out, and it just does not make my skin look good. Clay is really good for acne-prone skin and problem skin, but since my skin is so normal and I really try to keep it moisturized, I don't really like to put clay on my skin. I just feel like it dries it out and makes it look kind of sluggish. I've always wanted to get an oxygen facial ever since Cosmo had that thing where it was like I lived like a Victoria's Secret model for a week or whatever. I have always wanted one. The girl that lived like a Victoria's Secret model for a week got an oxygen facial, and she got the oxygen put in her face and her lips, and it just looked so good. So I've always wanted one, but they're pretty expensive. I was actually in Kmart the other day and I saw this and I freaked out and I was like, yes, I need this in my life. And it was $15.99 originally, but my store was like closing down, so everything was like 40% off, but I'm sure that you can get this at any local Kmart, and if I find it online, I will leave a link below. It has vitamin C and hyaluronic acid, two things that I really need. Vitamin C is going to brighten and kind of take care of the hyperpigmentation, and then hyaluronic acid is going to moisturize. So what you're supposed to do is gently spread over dry skin, focusing on face and neck. I am not going to be applying that to my neck. Allow formula to sit for several minutes, allowing the oxygen transport technology to work. Rinse clean and apply your favorite moisturizer. It is a kind of small bottle. It's only 1 fluid ounce, but we'll see how thick it is. I just shaved my face and I exfoliated with my Kate Somerville, so my skin is really soft and smooth and just ready to absorb any products that I put on there, so hopefully this won't hurt my skin, because if it does, it's going to hurt it really badly. Actually, have you guys seen where dermaplaning is getting super popular? I think that's so funny because I've been shaving my face for such a long time, and now it's like this really big trend. Like, I've been seeing it all over Instagram and stuff like that, and it's actually really expensive too. Like, to go get dermaplaning at this place near my house, it's like $65 for them to shave your face. But yeah, I just thought that was like funny and I wanted to tell you guys. But I'm just gonna go ahead and do this, and I'm just in my dorm room. There's no like great lighting or anything. I can't really do this like in my library studio or whatever, so I'm just like sitting down with you guys doing a first impression. I'm going to go ahead and get into it. I have my mirror here that I love, and I'm gonna be looking down, sorry, and I'm just gonna take off my glasses and let's see how this goes. Okay, so as soon as I pump it, maybe I'm gonna shake it. Oh, it's like liquidy. That's weird. Ugh. Okay, this is very weird. It's literally like a foam. I don't know about this, you guys. Let's see. But then it's like a gel whenever you apply it to your face. I don't know if it'll get super like bubbly like the other bubble clay mask do, but we'll see. I know there's like a Asian brand that has one that's called like Milky Piggy or something like that, and it's a carbonated clay mask. And then now Elf has one, and I watched a review on both of those, and the Elf one is supposed to be moisturizing, but in Emily Noel 83's review, she said that it kind of felt a little bit drying, so that made me not really want to try that one out. So as I'm applying it, my hands are getting obviously foamy and my face is foamy. I feel like I need to keep applying the product because I feel like it's like not thick enough, but we'll see. I'm just going to apply kind of another thin layer across the face, and then I will wait a few minutes and see if it does anything spectacular. It doesn't really feel weird, like it feels silky on the face. It just feels like a foaming cleanser. I'm like really scared that's gonna dry my skin out because foaming cleansers can sometimes be really, 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 really drying. And I obviously am not really for that. So I'm gonna let this sit on my skin for a few minutes and then I will be back to tell you guys all about it. So it's probably been a few minutes and I'm not gonna wash it off quite yet, but there's really nothing going on. It's not a bubble mask like I kind of imagined it would be, but I'm not going to knock it just because of that, because my skin after this might feel absolutely amazing. So we will just have to see. I realized that I didn't even really tell you guys the claims. So it claims to be an invigorating foam mask. Okay, well it did say foam, so that makes me a little bit more hopeful for the results because it is definitely foam. It's not going to be some crazy experience where like the bubbles like arise like 15 inches from your face like in a lot of other YouTube videos. But it says it's a foam mask and it transports oxygen to your skin, transforming skin from dull and toxic to radiant, pure, and clean, which is exactly what I want my skin to look like and be. And it says that it's clinically proven vitamin C and hyaluronic acid help smooth away the look of fine lines. And I know you're probably thinking, Micah, you're 18 years old, you don't have fine lines, but you have to start somewhere, and if I want to start anti-aging at 12 years old, then that's what I'm going to do. It says it is originally only available in spas. Oxygen masks are recommended by estheticians to rid your skin of pollution, toxins, and the free radicals that break down collagen and cause premature aging. With regular use, skin looks bright, healthy, and translucent with fewer visible wrinkles. Now that I'm giving you guys the rundown of what it's supposed to do, I'm going to just wash off with a damp washcloth, and let's see what my skin feels like. I mean, my skin's obviously wet, so I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, this is so smooth. If you have ever used any products like Smashbox Photo Finish or Maybelline Baby Skin or anything like that that is a very silicone-based primer, and you know that your face just feels like one, that's what my skin feels like right now and has no product on it at all. So I feel like my pores do look a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a huge problem with pores anyways, but I feel like right here, it looks a little bit better. I definitely want to continue using it because it does make my skin feel really nice, but I just don't really see that much difference in the look of my skin, but I don't have wrinkles that need to be plumped or anything like that. So my first impression is that this is a really cool product. I think that it's cool to try. It does just kind of feel like a normal everyday foaming cleanser, and it is a very small size, but the results are that it's kind of fun to use, and my skin has never felt smoother than this. Like, with a primer on it, yeah, like it would feel kind of like this, but this is no product on my skin. That's insane. Like, my skin feels smoother than whenever I use a Lush mask. It doesn't feel quite as like hydrated, like whenever I like make a facial expression, it feels kind of tight, but after I use my moisturizer, I'm sure that that will be fine. And it has vitamin C in it, so I'm definitely going to keep using this and see what happens. So far, I'm not like, oh my gosh, this is a product that's going to change the world or change my mind about all the skincare products that I've ever used, but I do think that's pretty cool. Would I pay $15.99 for it? At this point, probably not, but since I got it 40% off, I think that that's really cool. It's Oxygen, and it's something that I've just always really wanted to try. But yeah, so I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time.